Are you looking for the best airless paint sprayers? In this video we will look at some of the 6 best airless paint sprayers on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Graco Magnum X5 Stand Paint Sprayer. Of all the models we tested, the Graco Magnum X5 Stand Airless Paint Sprayer impressed us the most since it does a great job of laying down a smooth coat of paint, and it's light and easy to move while handling a wide range of painting projects around the home. We put this sprayer to the test, painting 2 interior doors with primer and latex paint. While it spluttered a bit at startup, which led to a couple of paint blotches that needed sanding, once we got the hang of it, it performed like a champ, and we completed the project in under 2 hours. We found it very easy to adjust the pressure to suit our needs. The maximum pressure of the sprayer is 3000 psi, which is powerful enough to handle just about any paint or stain without the need for thinning them. While this is a stationary sprayer, we found that the included 25-foot hose was more than enough for us to move comfortably around while painting. But if you need more length, you can swap the hose out for one that's up to 75 feet long. Conveniently, you can draw the paint directly out of the 1-gallon or 5-gallon can, so there is no need for a separate container. The metal spray gun has an internal filter to help ward off blockages, and we found it comfortable to hold and easy to use, although we did wish that it had a lock to keep it running without the need for finger pressure. The sprayer comes with a true airless 515 tip, which means that the paint fans out to a maximum of 10 inches while spraying through the 0.015-inch orifice. While that's a good size for most typical projects using latex paint, this paint sprayer can also be used with numerous other sizes of true airless spray tips, sold separately. Number 2. Graco Magnum Project Painter Plus Paint Sprayer. This Graco airless paint sprayer is an excellent option for someone who has never used a paint sprayer before because it is simple to use. We really like this affordable stationary model because it applied a uniform, smooth coat of paint during our tests without sputtering or thinning the paint. We used it to paint exterior shutters and found that despite needing to angle our hands quite a bit to access all sides of the shutters, the sprayer continued to provide steady pressure and an even coat of paint. Keep in mind this is not a paint sprayer for very large projects, such as painting large rooms or a sizable deck. Graco recommends it for projects requiring no more than 5 gallons of paint, up to an annual maximum of 50 gallons of paint. You can draw the paint directly from a 1-gallon or 5-gallon paint can. We found that setting our 1-gallon can inside an empty 5-gallon bucket made it steadier, so we didn't have to worry about the paint can tipping over. The sprayer has adjustable pressure, which was easy to set. We especially liked the lock-on feature on the handle, which meant we didn't have to keep squeezing the trigger the entire time we worked. The sprayer comes with a true airless 515 tip, but you can use many of the other sizes of true airless tips with it. It also includes a 25-foot hose, which was long enough for our purposes, but if you need longer, the sprayer can support up to a 50-foot hose. We found it easy to clean the sprayer by flushing it with our garden hose, and we look forward to using it for our next project. Number 3. Wagner Control Pro 130 Tank Paint Sprayer. This stationary paint sprayer is easy to use and provides a very smooth, even coat of paint without any sputtering or spitting. We used it to paint several wooden beams, applying a coat of primer and a coat of latex paint, and were very pleased with the final results. We were glad to see that it produces less overspray than the majority of other airless sprayers, as overspray may make a big mess. Generally speaking, an airless paint sprayer produces more overspray than an HVLP paint sprayer because of the greater pressure. However, we do wish this model allowed the user to adjust the pressure, as we ended up using a lot more paint than expected. Unlike most airless paint sprayers, this one does not draw paint directly out of the can but instead has a hopper that can be filled with up to 1.5 gallons of paint at a time. We had to refill it once during our painting session, but it was easy to do. While the trigger on the sprayer must be held down the entire time paint is being dispensed, it didn't fatigue our hands, and we found the handle to be comfortable to hold. The sprayer comes with a 25-foot hose but can support up to 50 feet if you are painting a much larger area. It also comes with one 515 tip, which is a good size for most typical painting projects with latex paint, but it can also be used with 4 other tip sizes, which are sold separately. Wagner recommends an annual usage of up to 50 gallons of paint. Number 4. Titan ControlMax High-Efficiency Airless Paint Sprayer. If you're looking for a paint sprayer that can tackle large projects quickly, consider this one from Titan. During testing, this stationary airless sprayer took just 10 minutes to paint a big chest of drawers, and we were thrilled with the incredibly smooth, polished result. While this model is great for big projects, such as staining an outdoor deck or giving a wooden fence a new coat of paint, they can also be used on ceilings and interior walls. You'll especially love the sprayer if you are painting a popcorn-textured ceiling, which can be especially challenging with a roller. The sprayer draws paint directly from a 1-gallon or 5-gallon paint can, and the included 30-foot hose, it can take as long as 80 feet of hose if desired, makes reaching even high ceilings a breeze. You can adjust the pressure to find the right spray speed for your needs, which is very helpful when working along the upper edges of walls or directly overhead on the ceiling. After adjusting, we discovered that the spray's force and speed were ideal for our latex paint and didn't need to change it again during the project. Thanks to Titan's high-efficiency airless system, you'll have much less overspray than from most similar models, which was a feature we really liked. Number 5. Graco Variable Speed Handheld Airless Paint Sprayer. While many paint sprayers are designed for taking on large projects like painting the entire exterior of a house, this handheld model from Graco is ideal for smaller DIY projects, such as painting interior doors, touching up trim or cabinets, painting interior or exterior walls, or giving furniture a makeover. Graco recommends it for use on projects using no more than 1 or 2 gallons of paint, up to a maximum of 25 gallons of paint per year. Note that this is a corded paint sprayer, not a battery-powered tool like the Graco Ultra Cordless Airless Handheld Paint Sprayer, our best cordless pick. Its paint canister holds up to 32 ounces of paint, which may well be enough to complete your project, but if not, it is very easy to refill. It comes with 4 canister liners to make cleanup easy, and Graco also sells packs of liners separately. You'll love the way you can angle this sprayer to reach even awkward corners or tight spots. In fact, it can even spray while held upside down. Plus, you can dial in 10 different speeds, so go slow when painting small or detailed objects or go fast when covering a wall or other large, flat surface. Whichever you choose, you'll get a smooth and even coat of paint, and there is no need to thin the paint before getting started. Unlike most paint sprayers that only include one tip, this one comes with 4, a narrow and wide tip for spraying paint and a narrow and wide tip for spraying stains. However, it is not compatible with other Graco tips. Number 6. Wagner Control Pro 170 Airless Paint Sprayer. This powerful stationary sprayer is ideal for large exterior projects, including painting the walls of your house, staining a wooden deck, painting a fence, or giving an outdoor shed a makeover. It features high-efficiency airless technology that decreases overspray by as much as 55% yet still gives a very even, smooth coat of paint, primer, or stain. You can adjust the pressure to achieve the speed that works best for your project. Go slow when working around more detailed areas and speed up when painting a long, flat surface. And the included 30-foot hose is long enough for maneuvering around your worksite comfortably. If you need even more length, such as to paint the second story of a house, you can use a 60-foot hose instead. Draw your paint from a 1-gallon or 5-gallon can. No need to thin it beforehand, you can use this sprayer for most paints and stains as is. It comes with one standard 515 paint tip, which is ideal for most typical paints and solid stains. Still, if you are going to spray transparent or semi-transparent stains, lacquers, or polyurethane, then you'll want one of the other tip sizes recommended by Wagner. There are 5 other sizes to choose from, all sold separately.